Testing 1 2 3. 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 Are you on? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. John, get over there and get ready to get your stuff in and get ready to warm up. Hurry up, go. Are you on? Are you hearing it? How good's our voice on? All right. Sounds like our voices are working. We're going to go dead audio, live video until the game starts. Dead audio, live video until the game starts. All right, welcome sports fans. Nice, beautiful Wednesday night. Tonight, we're bringing y'all the Rangers and the Marlins. This will be the second game of a two-game series that they've played this week. The first game was on Monday. Typically, you see the Marlins play Tuesday, Thursday, but now they're switching for a couple of weeks to Monday, Wednesday. This telecast is brought to you by Endeca Crude Express. Corporate offices in Midland, Texas, with offices in Houston. Endeca Crude Express services Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma with crude oil services. They're a crude oil hauling company only. They don't buy, sell, trade oil. They just want to truck that oil for you. For those operators that are listening, for those marketers that are listening, if you want to control your losses, if you want to provide the best service and have the best safety, there's only one name in this industry that can boast that and many, many other things when it comes to what you need as a crude oil hauler. Endeca sponsors baseball in a big way. Your youth baseball teams are sponsored with this telecast, with the scoreboard you see out in the field over on the other field. They purchased that for Northern Little League. Just get with your marketer, or a marketer get with us and give us a shot, because I know the service is next to none, and they're working in your community, and they're right here in the Permian Basin. So tonight, first in the field is going to be the Rangers. I have a lineup, but first name only, so we're gonna go with that. Pitching tonight on the mound for the Rangers is Nico. Catching is Cooper. Hobby's going to be on. Catching is White. Hobby's going to be, or Jonah's going to be on first. Cooper on second. Hobby on third. Caden will be at shortstop. Left field will be Brody. Center field will be Austin. Right field, I cannot read that name. It looks like it's X'd out. Harvey. I got a Harvey. All right. That's your lineup in the defense in the field for the Rangers. Coming up to bat in this order will be Harry Brumley, Jesse Venegas, Blake Meek, John Williamson, Nolan Hardy, Leighton Milam, Jackson Maringer, J.D. Niederhofer, Sterling Smith, and Luke Morby in that order. So the first four in order coming up: Harry Brumley, Jesse Venegas, Blake Meek, and cleanup John Williamson. Tonight, I'm honored to be joined once again with my partner in crime, Brian Jordan. Brian, how you doing?
Parking was miserable, but live baseball.
It is live baseball. I mean, and it's a nice night. Sun is just in front of us to the right a little bit, going over the first base dugout. Still a little high. You got your goober hat on.
I do. Yeah.
You look like Gilligan's Island. You look like Gilligan right now. Ladies, he's a single man. He's a good-looking man in his early 40s. Yeah, early 40s.
Sure, yeah.
But you don't want to look at him right now because he looks like Gilligan with his cat on. He takes that hat off. He's stunning.
I'm sorry. My husband actually accidentally put a kiddo twice.
All right, back with you here, and Brian, no wind tonight. It's a little bit warm because the sun's up on us, but it's really a nice night. It's going to cool off as the game goes. The game's going to be an hour and a half. It's a timed game, an hour and a half. Also 6 innings, I think. I get that confused with travel ball, as we do both, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you. And there is a 5-run rule per inning. So, and then I think there's a 10-run rule overall. Stay with us. We've got some things going on. We got some things that we got going on before we can start the game.
Chaos.
It's chaos. Chaos at the last second. It's dead airspace when we turn it off, so you're not hearing what all's going on around us.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Brian, it's going to be good.
Baseball weather.
The baseball weather. So when they faced, when the Marlins faced this team, the Rangers, on Monday, the Marlins were victorious. The score on that game, I believe, was it 14-6, or we'll get that score. 13-6 maybe on Monday, victorious for the Marlins.
This field.
Hang on just a minute. All right, so we got the scoreboard lit up. That was one of the problems y'all can see in the foreground. We're about to have first pitch here. And here goes Nico. And that's going to be in there high. Harry Brumley is up. Batting in the number 1 hole. There's a ball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Rangers. All right. I'm happy to report the Rangers lost at Wrigley yesterday in MLB.
So, thank you very much, because I'm a Houston Astros fan. There's another pitch. It's outside. 2 balls and a strike, Brian. Harry Brumley's a good hitter. He doesn't want to leave one over the plate because Harry will park it.
Yeah.
Way outside. He gets away from the catcher.
Nice eye.
Harry's ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Head coach David Meeks is over on first base for the Marlins. Assistant coach Stephen Brumley over on third base. This is Stephen's son, Harry, that's up to bat.
Oh, man.
Harry foul tipped it back towards us. That's going to bring the count full.
Yep. He went up top for that.
Oh, you're full.
Yeah, 100% full.
Here comes a payoff pitch.
Look at that.
Swung on by Brumley.
Oh,
It's going to drop right between. Jesse the body. For the night coming in, and there's a swing and a hit.
Holy moly.
Jesse hits it dead center
he
field
got it.
over the center field's head,
Look at Harry just on jets on.
and Harry turns it on and gets to third out of first, and that is a stand-up double by Jesse Venegas.
How about that?
That's good.
Thought that kid caught it.
He hit that deep. Coming up now is Coach Meek's son, Blake Meek, as he steps in with 2 on the bag, no outs. It's in and outside. Did he call that strike?
He made a noise, and I don't don't see how that crossed the plate. I guess it's okay. He got it in the ball. Holy
That's
moly.
high and above him. That's
Gotta
going
play
to
the
go over
plate.
the catcher. There's a runner coming in from third, and he slides safely. And now Jesse Benegas is coming in to home for score number 2.
Fly ball.
Count up.
3-0.
3 balls, no strikes. That's outside. That's going to walk Blake Mead, and that's going to bring up John Williamson.
Who would normally be in the cleanup.
He is in the cleanup spot, but there's just one to clean up.
There's nothing to clean up.
Watch it, John.
I don't want to spoil it, but I feel like we're evenly matched teams right now.
Seems as if. You know where it's at. Move in. Move in on it.
Way outside.
Ball's outside, gets away from the catcher.
Blake took
Blake.
off.
Yep.
Nice.
He's on second, Blake is. He's in scoring position as Williamson steps back in.
Wow.
That's outside.
For all you history majors out there, this is the first time that the Marlins have been up in the first
Inning.
Oh man!
Yeah, been ahead.
Oh man, that was the
You know what you need to do, Bob?
that was the money ball right there.
Anywhere close.
Money ball.
Anywhere close. Anywhere close. Keep your eye on it. Follow it with your head. It's slow. Wait on it. Nope.
Oh, don't. He does.
Good
I mean, light it up.
There it is.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
Well, 4. Williamson walks. That puts a man on first and second. With Nolan Hardy coming up. Nolan will be the catcher tonight when it comes to defense.
All right. Come on, Nolan. You got 2 on, no outs. I mean, this is perfect.
Runners are on the move as the ball gets past the catcher, and they'll be safe into second and third, respectively. Here comes the pitch. There's a swing and a hit by Hardy.
Real nice.
Hardy's going to bring in Meek on that hit. Nice single out to center field
Real nice.
for Hardy.
That was nice.
Men on the corners score 3-0.
No outs?
No outs. Coming up to bat will be Leighton Milam. Leighton's going to see if he can keep this streak going. Remember, there's a 5-run rule per inning.
Oh,
per
that's
inning.
right. Yeah,
so you have
yeah.
to shut down at 5 and give the team the opportunity. It's going to be outside and away from the catcher. Williamson's going to go ahead and try to steal home on that wild throw, and he's in standing up. And Hardy goes on over to second on that pass ball. Scores 4-0. There's a pitch.
Oh, man.
That's high for ball.
Right down the aisle. All right. Yeah, okay.
They generally like to look at it right at the shoulders to at the knees.
All right.
So they give them to the neck, kind of the bottom of the neck to the knees. That's outside. Ball 3. 3-0. No outs. 4-0 Marlins. Top of the first. that is going to hit the batter and the kind of in the backside, not hard.
Not hard.
So Milam is on first, hit by ball. He's all right, Mom and Dad. He's shaking it off.
Yeah.
Tough kid. Runners at the corners for Jackson Maringer.
Oh, Jackson's
Hewitt. Going to see if he can get one more run in to shut this inning down.
Jackson Hewitt.
Jackson Hewitt. And tax time's coming now.
It's coming.
There's a swing and a miss. Runner on first, still second, putting both runners in scoring position. Brian?
Yeah. He didn't really, he's trained to go. He didn't really have to go. It's kind of a moot point at this. You really need third to score, and that ends
true.
the inning.
He went ahead and swung at that.
He did.
Pitcher's ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Having equipment malfunction over on third base. Coach Brumley is trying to tie a shoe. It's a Janet Jackson moment.
Oh. Yeah, he's good. All right, here we go.
All right, we're back in play. I think the equipment's been repaired. Thanks, Coach Brumley.
Thanks,
Send us a
Coach.
bill.
Oh.
Which is outside and in the
Stopped it.
dirt.
Oh, you got back it up.
That's the first ball for this batter that this pitcher's thrown. He's still ahead of the batter. Jackson Maringer.
1-2.
Jackson wants to hit one here.
He does. He's in his crouching tiger.
He is.
Hidden dragon
He's
position
ready to
there.
go. There's a nice hit. He struck him out.
Huh?
Good pitch by Nico to strike out.
Did he make contact?
I'm sorry, it's a foul ball.
I feel like
So
he made
tipped
contact.
it, and he's still in. It looked like that's good. All right.
Yeah.
My mistake. Got to get these half glasses off. They're only good for near, not far, evidently. Here's a pitch. That is going to be called a strike.
That got him looking.
I got Jackson looking. So 1 out. Top of the first, 4-0. Marlins. Coming up now will be J.D. Vance, Vice President Vance.
VP.
J.D. Niederhofer is his nickname. It's really Vice President Vance.
We call him Vice President.
We call him Vice President. He's going to call that a strike on that outside. There is a bunt
we're gonna have a
back
fight
to the
play.
pitcher. Pitcher's up and over. The runner on third scores,
He went the
however.
wrong way with that.
And that brings the inning to a close because it's a 5-run rule. Really, the pitcher should have come up and gone to home with it to get that out, but that's all right. He went to first.
Yeah, he went to first.
That's a natural movement, for
Yeah,
him.
that's what you think.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
learn from that. But at the bottom, going into the bottom of the first inning, it's going to be 5-0 Marlins.
Bizarro world.
Zorro, yeah, we're not used to that.
No. We sure love it when it happens. I mean,
Absolutely.
we're some evenly matched teams right now.
We really are.
I'd love to see it.
It's evenly matched.
I'd love to see it.
Well, so to remind everybody, for the Marlins out in the field tonight, on first base is Harry Brumley. On second is Luke Morby. On third is Leighton Milam. On shortstop, Jesse Venegas. Jesse, the little body Venegas. Right field, Sterling Smith. Center field, J.D. Niederhofer. Left field, Jackson Maringer. On the mound tonight will be John Williamson. John will be throwing to catcher Nolan Hardy.
Yeah, Nolan.
You know, we can kick off the game here with a little trivia.
It's
If
time.
you'd like.
Yeah, I would love to.
So the first thing we always give away is dinner for 2 to Fuddruckers, a combo meal here in Midland, Texas. And it's going to be caller number 1. And it's going to be the phone number. Everybody get your pen out. You're not going to want to miss this. 512-512.
5151.
That is correct, Brian. So off and running with the trivia.
Name the MLB player with the highest career batting average. Entire career.
The MLB player with the highest batting average, entire career batting average. All right, come on, y'all light the phone lines are jammed. Keep trying.
That's right. Got him standing by in North
What is
Korea.
that combo that they have at Fuddruckers?
Oh, it's the mother fudder.
Mother Fudder.
Yeah, if you order the mother fudder, you're gonna get 2 burgers, 2 fries, 2 drinks.
Absolutely. Yeah, you were about to say our call bank. We've outsourced that to North Korea,
That's
Pyongyang.
That's right.
Um,
They're open for tourism.
They're open for tourism, and we'll be giving a free trip away there later in the year. You're going to have a really wonderful guest host.
Yes.
There, and Kim Jong Un, and he is excited to welcome whoever wins that trip.
Yeah. You might be there permanently.
Come down.
They might not let you leave.
Yeah, he likes to keep his guests.
Yeah. Yeah. Indefinitely.
Get to that ankle.
Quick hips, buddy.
All right, Williamson appears warmed up. Hardy stamp it in. Catch him.
Oh. He's got the velocity. He's kind of.
He's John hadn't thrown in over a week, and that's unusual for him. He usually throws two to 3 times a week. So
For sure.
Up first is Cooper for the Rangers.
Oh. Holy moly. Man, right now.
First one's
Ooh.
around behind Cooper.
Go back up. Go back up. Go back up. Go back forward.
Stretch out and come around.
You got it.
He is way off the base.
This is unusual for him. He uses those first strike.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Oh.
Foul tip. I think the batter more than anything was trying to defend himself.
Yeah, I think so too.
That ball was inside.
Yeah.
Hips. Straight to it.
2 balls and a strike. There we go.
There it is. Oh, man.
Fastball right down the middle.
I would love to know if he dropped a mile or 2 off
Yeah,
to get
he
it
might
in there.
have.
I feel like he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets him swinging
Wow.
on a high inside and strikes him out.
Holy moly. Wow.
You're not coming down. John, you're not coming down, buddy. That was Hobby. He got hit by the pitch.
Grazed, I want to say it. Either way, it's a hit. Also, Javi looks like Blake's doppelganger.
It's in there for a ball.
Just a bit inside.
Hey, John. John, go to a slide. Go to a slide step. There you go. Stay there in that slide. Slide.
That was a 3-0. That's a 3-0 count. There we go.
There we go.
3-1. There it is. Full count.
Stay in it.
What's this, Kate? Oh, he went.
Yes, he's
he went
swinging.
in. Oh, man. That was on the inside, too.
Man, it was. Coming up now will be
Nico?
Nico, I believe.
Are you Nico? Interesting name.
Don't have a
I like
jersey
it.
number.
I like that name. Oh, it is Nico.
Yeah.
All right. Holy moly.
Get in your slide.
Oh. Oh, yeah. All right,
Hey,
Nico,
John,
that was
you got to get that leg up and in. It's too short of a throw on the left leg.
oh, behind him. And Hobby's on the run.
Get your leg up.
Nice avoidance, Nico. Man,
He's struggling tonight for sure. That's just not like John. 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, 5-0. Runner on second.
too much. Oh,
There's a hit out to left field. Left field's under it
Oh,
and gets out of his glove.
yeah, I don't know how.
So that's going to score a run.
Rangers get a score. I was like, he got
That's
all of
a
that.
double by Nico. He got all of that to left field.
That's a sweet sound.
Runner on second.
Oh, nice.
Nice ball.
That was that ball was hit to Jackson.
Live right there.
Kind of underbid it.
Under it.
Yep. That's foul.
Up and down.
And who's this? Harvey.
Up.
Harvey here. He finds himself in a deficit real quick. Oh.
Hey, John. John.
John, what are
try
you
that.
doing?
Try that.
And we're back to doses. There it is.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh,
real full count now.
got a full count.
Oh. John puts him on, Harvey on base.
Let's go, Johnny. Let's go, Bubba. You got him. You got him, bub. Let's go now.
All right, I think Jonah.
Jonah.
A swing
Wow.
and a miss.
John is favoring the inside
He is.
and the batter.
Really unusual for him now. He's definitely off. There's a hit. Back up.
All you got to go is the third. Well,
John comes off the mound to try to get to it. He's got the bases loaded.
he does. That Nico was quick.
White's coming up, the catcher.
Leg just kept
Yeah. Stay with that.
You got John. Come on now, Bubba.
Wild. Nice stop, Nolan.
Yanked it.
Oh, we're going to have a play at the plate. Are we?
If we can get to him.
We
Wild pitch. Gets past the catcher. Runner comes.
Oh,
That was a strike on that other pitcher.
yeah, I know.
Let's go now.
We got a new. Did we get a new batter? Is this still Wyatt?
This is Brady, I believe.
Oh
isn't
no,
it?
this is Wyatt still. Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
back to a full count here.
Let's go, John. Right here, bub.
Come on. Wind's picked up. Oh,
Got to get to the ball. Ah,
so much going on.
really is. John's just so off tonight.
Let's
Uh,
go, boys.
No answer for it.
all right. Oh, we got a lefty. I think the
I think
necklace.
it's Austin, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it's Brody. I don't know.
Bring it in.
What y'all got? $30? Oh, 10, 20.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, John's favoring that side.
Yeah, he is. I don't know. He's just not. He's not coming over and around. I don't think.
He's letting the ball go way up high. Did you see? He is. He's not going all the way down. That's how it's ending up right over there. Need a frame by frame on this, but I saw it. There it is. Nice. Yeah, he's inconsistent a little bit on where he's letting that
Yeah.
ball go,
Yeah,
and
he
it's
is.
it's so obvious now when you focus on it. There it is.
Yep.
Man, there it is. One more like that. There
Got
it
him
is.
swinging.
Nice.
All right, finally got
Perfect.
himself worked out of it.
That's, yeah. What an inning. Well, if you're just joining us, my co-host left the broadcast, and that's all right. He's got some vested interest out there. Yeah. Now's a fine time to give a couple shout-outs. I'd like to give a big fat shout-out to Power Boost. I want to thank you for your patronage and listening, for your friendship. Big shout-out to Donna, Bobana, Banana, Fana, Fofana, Beba, Bobana. Donna, thanks for protecting us and keeping us safe. This game isn't really possible without you and your husband. I'd like to thank all of y'all for broadcasting our telethon tonight. We're sorry that you're not here, but not so much because we're not in business if you aren't listening. So but it was a really nice night for baseball.
He's in his own.
Here comes my partner.
Yeah, I had to have a conversation here.
Bathroom break.
Bathroom break, something like that.
That's it.
So let's get the answer to that trivia question. We did have a caller. The caller actually, their guess was Barry Bonds.
Oh, yeah, I can see how they got to that. Steve, do you have a guess?
Lou Gehrig?
It's the right sort of era. It's Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb.
Yeah.
Man, okay. Didn't have a winner on that one.
366.
Ooh,
That's pretty good.
that's pretty dang good right there.
Let's go over a couple notables real quick.
Yeah.
Tony Gwynn, 338.
Tony Gwynn.
And Ted Williams, 344.
Boy, man.
Some prolific hitters right there.
Oh, Ted carried a big stick.
Oh, man. Tony Gwynn, he was massively underrated as far as I'm concerned as well. And he was a National League, and he played for a lot of years. He would have benefited really, really well had he been a part of the designated hitter. But, that was just an American League thing for a very, very long time. Not anymore. But yeah, he major hitter.
I wonder who has the current highest batting average over, say, the last 5 years.
Oh,
I mean, that'd be interesting to know where who that currently is. I mean, I don't think it'd be a Judge, an Aaron Judge. You'd want to go there, but he's such a power hitter.
yeah,
And I
for
don't
sure.
know that
5 years. That's a good question. Yeah.
Maybe we can get a caller to call in for that.
Yeah.
Sterling Smith will come up first in this inning, followed by Luke Morby, and then back to the top of the order with Harry Brumley. Sterling Smith has an aunt that lives in Hawaii.
Aloha to her.
She tunes in regularly. We welcome our guests from all over the world.
Yeah.
We've had guests from Colombia, from Spain,
Florence.
from Florence, Italy.
That's right.
Yeah, literally all over the world.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. There's a swing and a miss.
Oh.
Strike number 2. Our telecast is going to get much better here in about a week. We have bought some more cameras. We bought some cameras that track live movement, motion, and get in closer. We're going to go to a system that's going to knock our viewers' lights out here in about a week. It's going to look like the pros.
Okay.
So we're working on that. We've got all the cameras. We're working through the processes, and
Okay.
so everybody stay tuned.
That's for your viewing pleasure.
Yep.
We're doing this for y'all.
We are. We're doing it for y'all. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5-3. Marlins. Top of the second, bottom of the second, top of the second. That evens the count 2-2. The ball's high. And that'll load the count up 3-2.
Yep.
Brian and I are sitting right behind the batter, behind the fence. To our left on the third base side are the Rangers fans. To the right are the Marlins fans.
Evenly matched.
Evenly matched. And
Oh,
gets Sterling to swing and miss for strike number 3 and out number 1.
He was trying to send that one to Hawaii.
He was going to send that to his aunt.
Sorry.
The Marlins clearly have an advantage. The Marlins fans, that is, they're in the shade.
They are.
And
yeah.
the Rangers are looking right in that sun.
Yeah, sure are. Oh, man. Look at that.
First
Look at that.
pitch.
Love to see that.
To Luke Morby. Luke gets down on it.
Man.
Gets it past the third baseman on a hot little low liner, about 2 inches off the ground, and Luke's got a single.
Yeah, he does.
Back to the top of the order for Harry Brumley. Harry steps in, and he's going to see if he can work his magic.
Man, love to see some hits at the bottom of the lineup. You know what I mean?
Nice. That sets up the top
Oh,
very
it
nicely.
sure
That's
does.
outside.
There goes
Luke
Luke.
Morby will be on the run to second on that wild pitch.
There goes Luke.
And Luke slides in there and doesn't need it, but he wants his mom to have to do some washing tonight.
Yeah, it's in Tide commercial.
It's not a good baseball night if mom doesn't have to get out the power washer and
That's
clean
right.
the drawers up.
Yeah.
So there you go, Mom. Luke's on second. Nobody at the corners. Harry Brumley on 5-3. Marlins. 1 ball, no strike. 1 out. Top of the second.
Nice.
And there is ball number 2. Had somebody come up and bring us food. That's very nice of him. I'm hoping it's a ribeye.
Oh, it's
It's a salad. I don't want that because
okay,
that's
thanks.
healthy. And this gentleman looks healthy.
no thank you.
Unlike me, I don't look healthy. And I'm not.
Oh, all right. Well, that's
Why 2 heart attacks and 12 surgeries,
Look at
There is
that.
a
Man.
nice hit by Brumley
Oh.
to shortstop. Shortstop's up with it over to third. Gets by third. Brumley is going to go
Look,
ahead and
Brumley's
go
gone.
to second on that wild throw over to third. Brumley's in there sliding.
Bo Duke.
So Morby decided to hold up at third on that wild throw, but Brumley decides to go on over and get both runners in scoring position
That's right.
for Jesse, the little body, Venegas.
The little body. Oh.
That ball's high.
Gotta be ready. Don't fall asleep over it.
Oh, man.
It's above the head, hits the ump, backs to the back of the gate. They're holding the runners.
Yeah.
Again, the ball's live at this point. It's still live.
It's still live.
They could run right now if they wanted to, and now it's dead. As long as that pitcher doesn't have it in his glove and his foot on that mound,
That's it.
they can run. Got to have a little sense of urgency on that. There's a swing and a miss by Jesse.
Yeah, he had some ambitions on
Jesse's
that one.
dad, Jesse Senior, is our head coach. He could not be at the game tonight. Therefore, David Meek, the assistant, steps in his spot, and Stephen Brumley steps up to David Meek's spot. Jesse, the body, Venegas, big body. Your son's doing good. He's in there battling. I'm sure you're probably watching wherever you're at.
He's probably weightlifting. I mean, that's
He may be, because that boy he's thick. He has to work out.
he doesn't miss those
No,
gym
he
days.
sure doesn't miss them. There's one over the head, and that's going to walk. The base is loaded.
Loaded. One out.
So Venegas walks and loads the bases for Meek, who's going to come out. I'm going to tell you something about this gentleman right here. His dad's on first coaching, assistant coach, head coach tonight. He can hit hard, and he could clear these bases one swing if it gets close.
Moly.
Otherwise,
Can we get a play?
the
Can we
wild
get a play?
pitch will score a run. Morby will come in on that wild pitch, and that will advance the runners to second and third.
Love seeing that.
Yep. Blake Meek's a good football player as well. Very, very good, a quarterback. But he's got a lot of power. When he connects, that's going to go a ways.
Yeah.
So look for Blake here to take a swing at that if it gets anywhere near.
Here comes Harry.
Here comes Harry. He's going to come in for a steal of home based on that wild throw that the catcher couldn't get to, and he is safe.
You know, it's what struck me is Luke might have been just a little bit apprehensive about coming home, and Harry was halfway between second and third.
Yeah, coming on him.
He's like,
you better get out of the way, son.
If you don't go, I can't.
Yeah, I'm going to run over you here.
Harry is such a confident ball player.
Yes, he is.
And for those of our televisors out there, if y'all haven't met Harry, he's such a soft-spoken kid, and he could be a Brian Bosworth. You know what I mean?
There's no doubt. His hairdo.
He turned the personality on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, holy cow.
Oh yeah. And he's like his older brother, and then frankly, like his dad and mom, he's just a solid class. Quiet kid, he speaks softly, carries a big stick.
It's
is
crazy.
A good young man.
He could be loud and cocky if he wanted to, and you'd
be
be like, okay, he can
he's
back
not
it up.
that. Yeah, he could back it up. And what a fine young man, and what a fine family. We always brag on the Brumleys.
Yeah.
In fact, this week, Harry Brumley will be a guest player on NBA, Midland Baseball Academy's team.
Oh.
The Midland Baseball Academy 10U and a bunch of the others will be over in a national tournament in Dallas Metroplex area. They'll be up there with 199 more teams. There's 200 teams. So Harry and John Williamson will be over in Dallas playing for Midland Baseball Academy, Mike Munguia's program. 9U, 10U, 12U, 14U, 160 kids strong in that academy here in Midland. One of the best academies in the country to get your kids involved in learning travel and getting good at travel. Back in is Blake Meek. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 7-3 Marlins, and the pitch is in the dirt. Blake's going to walk on that, and that's going to put runners at the corner with 1 out. And again, a 7-3 game. Williamson steps in.
Okay. Here we go. John's got 2 on. Could really do some damage here. Oh. Nice eye.
Williamson sees that first pitch as a ball, and it was so.
Oh.
That was inside, gets past the catcher. Runner Meek
Holy moly. Oh, you can
goes back,
now.
goes to second. Morby comes in, goes back to third. It was overthrown to third. Morby turns back around, comes back in home for a score.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just better to hold that ball and eat it and not try to make a play, because that can cost you a run. In that case, it did.
It's funny. Steve and I have watched so much baseball. We were almost anticipating a pickoff, but it just never turns out that way.
No, not very often. That's outside and high for a ball. That's 3 balls, no strikes. Williamson's ahead in the count. With the runner on third. First and second base need a runner. John could fill one of those spots. He's applying right now. That's outside. That's going to walk Williamson.
Going to walk him.
Williamson walks. That puts men at the corners for Nolan Hardy, the current catcher for the Marlins.
Nolan had a solid hit in the first, and real solid hit. Come on, Nolan.
Again, Nico pitching for the Rangers.
Oh, look
There's
at that.
a swing and a hit
man,
out to
look
right
at that.
field.
Holy
Right
moly.
field's up with it, over to second, but not in time. For Williamson gets in there.
He had the same hit the first inning, and I
He sure
love
did.
seeing that.
That's the same spot Hardy put it the last time
Man.
out in right field. That scores a run. That moves Williamson on over to second. And Morby's on first for a single. One more run, and there'll be the 5-run rule for the inning.
Over there, you cut off.
Leighton Milam is in.
Oh,
And
look
he
at that.
swings and misses. The runners are on the move, and they will advance to second and third. Williamson's on third. Hardy is on second.
Oh,
Swing and a miss. It was outside.
Oh. Oh, wow. Did we get an out?
So the runner on second got too much of a lead, and they
Wow.
threw him out at second.
Okay.
No need to try to get a lead in this league because you can't until the ball
That's
passes home
true.
plate.
I didn't even catch that play.
Yeah. They turned around to throw because he was taking a lead off a second. You can't do that in this league. That's
Way
outside.
outside.
Williamson's
Here
going to
comes
run. Williamson comes in and slides.
Out of the way, Johnny.
That run rules him.
Out of the way to help the job.
Williamson comes in and scores
Back
for the
to
run
back.
rule. Yeah, in this league you can't start your run. You got to stay on the base
You
until
do?
the ball
Yeah.
covers home plate or goes across home plate.
Yeah.
So there really wasn't any need for Morby to be, taunting the pitcher, for lack of a better word, on that instance. So they'll just have to pick that back up in practice and kind of learn those rules a little bit. But nevertheless, they got 5 runs again. Certainly the first time this year that the Marlins have had 2 5-run rule innings
That's right. That's
in a row. So
love seeing it.
10-3 is the score going into the bottom of the second in favor of the Marlins.
And we keep this up, we're going to put 50. I mean, this, and it's a possibility.
And at the end, but at the end of the inning, at the end of the bottom of the inning, if a team is leading by 10 runs, then that'll stop the game.
Is that right?
Yeah, so they'll 10-run rule them.
Okay. That would be.
So in this case, they're 7 ahead. So
Yeah.
the Marlins are.
Come on, Bubba.
All right, we're back. We were off dead.
We are back.
We're
Yeah,
back
yeah.
on. We're back on. We had dead air for just a second. We had to
Oh.
tend to some business, but here we go.
Okay.
And it's time for another trivia
It is.
question.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I'm
this
sorry,
one is going to be good for a meal for 4 to Wall Street Bar and Grill.
In the 1990s, the Houston Astros had a dynamic duo that was known as the Killer Bees. Name the 2 players.
Caller number 5 at 512-512.
5151.
Repeat that trivia one more
In
time.
the 1990s, Houston Astros had a dynamic duo known as the Killer Bees. They played together for about 10 seasons. Very prolific. One of them happened to have been my favorite player at the time. It just happened to be around the time I was
All
into
right.
baseball cards
All
and
right.
everything. But yeah,
All right.
Houston Astros, Killer Bees, name the 2 players.
Nope.
Now, boys. Play harder out there, boys.
All right, here we go.
We have numbers here? No.
No, they don't. They didn't give us numbers to go
Okay.
with their names, so I'm not sure who this is.
Yeah.
I wish we could get some numbers. Pitch by Williamson is in there for a strike.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
We're at the bottom of their lineup, so this is Austin we're hearing. Austin for the Rangers.
You bet.
There's another swing. That's
Nice.
a foul tip.
Good boy. Run away, Bubba.
Pitcher's ahead of the hitter. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh,
All right, all right. All right, let's go.
Gotta follow through on that.
one ball, 2 strikes.
Oh,
That was
man.
chin music.
We're all right, Bob. Let's go now. Let's go, Marlon.
2-2
Let's go, boys.
to Austin. Full count.
You got it, Bob. You got it, Bubba. Let's go now.
Stretch it out. That was
I heard it hit something. I don't know what it hit though, but
all right. I guess he hit the batter.
I guess he hit the batter. Everybody stayed put, but that's.
Nobody ran.
Let's go, John. You got this, bud. You keep right here, Bubba.
And then they're back at the top of their lineup.
There's a nice
Oh,
pitch
man.
in there for a strike.
On the
So
inside.
Rangers got a runner on first. Hit by pitch, they say.
Yeah, I heard something. Oh,
It's all right, Bubba. Right here, Bub. Right here, Bub. And he might not have felt it because it was so close. He was dodging.
Swing and a miss.
Yes, sir.
nice.
How you doing,
One more
Bubba?
time like that.
Let's go now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on first.
You keep here.
No out. Top of the order, Cooper.
Nice.
Cooper tags it back to the right.
Yeah.
Let's go now, boys.
Austin's on first. Cooper's in the box. Hitting.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Okay, Johnny.
John had the heat on that one
Yeah, he did.
and the control.
First out for the inning.
Right here, Bubba.
Coming up will be Hobby.
You know, you say it's Hobby, and for some reason, I think that's Caden. I think that's Nico. No.
No, that's Hobby.
Oh, he just used the same helmet.
Who's this young man?
Nixon.
So I'm sorry, this is Nixon.
Oh, so somebody
Lineup's
sat.
a little bit off.
You bet.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, okay. There's a whole change-up, lineup change.
Let's go now, Bub.
Okay. What?
There's another strike.
You bet, John.
Pitcher's ahead of the hitter. 2 strikes
Let's go, John. Let's go now,
with
Bub.
no balls yet.
Right here, Bubba.
There it is. Oh, calls it a ball.
You're good. You're good. Let's go
1
now.
ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go now.
1 out.
Let's go now, Bub.
Bottom of the second.
Got it, kid.
That's right in
Oh,
there.
man.
Struck him out looking.
Yeah.
By the way, Johnny. Let's go, Coop.
All right. This is Cooper.
Come on, buddy.
Pitcher is called for a conference with the catcher. There's something he's wanting to try to do a little bit
Let's go now,
different.
boys.
All right.
Thanks, Nolan. That'll help everybody.
That'll help everybody.
Breeze has picked up a little bit. John. Oh,
Oh,
man.
hit.
Right. Oh,
Right
look at
up
that.
the
Come on.
Out of the way, boys!
Wow. Wow.
Shortstop comes up to
Wow.
second. Over to second. Catches the runner coming in from first on a force out.
Wow.
Or out number 3 of the inning.
What a just smart play.
Smart play there.
Nice hit, Coop.
Wow. I have no words. I'm just happy that it all worked out that way.
Wow.
It's just
Yeah,
doesn't-
me too. Me too.
Usually we get the circus music
Oh,
playing
yeah.
in the back of our
Yeah.
minds that we want to, give to
start
you
throwing
guys.
that ball
Oh,
around.
man.
Coming up in this inning will be, for the Marlins, will be Leighton Milan, Jackson Behringer, J.D. Vance. Vice President Vance flown in tonight to play in this game. He's going to be batting for the Marlins again.
No, I'll be there here shortly.
Pitchers are staying with their, or Rangers are staying with their pitcher. They have not made a pitching change.
No, they have not.
Even though we have seen that so many times.
Yes.
We've dealt with so many teams this season that are just pitchers stacked.
Yeah. And the Dodgers and the Astros both
Both
were
of them.
stacked.
Yeah,
with
they
pitchers.
were. Yeah.
Repeat that trivia. We did not have a winner.
In the 1990s, the Houston Astros had a dynamic Astros at the time. What were their names?
Was Cesar Cedeno one of them?
Cesar Cedeno was not one of them.
Scott
Now,
or Nolan?
neither.
Okay, that's all I got for you.
Okay, the Killer Bees were Jeff Bagwell,
Baggy.
played for first, and Craig Biggio, who went to
Beige.
second. And Biggio was like, he just right
Oh,
around that
man.
time. Those were the Killer Bees. They were hitting, fielding. They were just a dynamic duo for Houston at that
Man,
one.
I'm telling you, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Back in the Astrodome days.
Oh,
right?
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, those were those were two good players.
They were studs.
Right there. Biggio, both of them will do a little bit of announcing
Yeah.
in the booth every once in a while.
Yeah.
Guest on the Stars or the Astros television station. They're really a lot of fun to listen to. They've got a lot of good stories to tell.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny to watch those two get up and do some color commentating.
Craig Biggio, I just remember watching him, and just he was just a player I really liked and liked to emulate off of. I was playing baseball at that time in the early 90s when he, was coming up and coming around, and oh man, he was something else.
Yeah, he really, really was.
Yeah. Really great for the organization. Both of them were. They played, 10, 12 years together.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
So good. First pitch in by Nico to get the bottom half of this inning underway.
Who's this, Leighton?
And coming up in here is
Who?
number 7, Leighton Milan.
That is.
Swing and a miss. Evens the count 1-1.
Let me say, make sure I heard you correctly. If we run rule here, we go into the.
So, so we'd have to get 3 more. They get no more. We get 3 more to make it 13-3.
Yeah.
Then it would be a run rule after home has a chance to
Got it. Okay. All right.
to bat.
No need to continue.
Right.
The bleeding.
Right.
Oh.
Hit ball.
Yep. Leighton got
That's a
hit.
good batter by the pitcher.
Yeah.
Leighton got smacked on the left cheek.
Yeah.
He's all right, though. That's going to bring in Vice President J.D. Vance, who flew in on Air Force Two to be with us.
VPJD in his crouching tiger, hidden dragon stance. Outside.
Third, runner on first threatens to steal, but thinks better of it. Didn't get quite a good enough. The ball didn't get away from the catcher on that one too far, so really risky for him to run. That one, however, is going to
man,
draw
holy
a
cow.
steal, and he's in there standing up.
7. I'm going to hustle 7.
So we got a steal to second.
Yeah.
That puts him in scoring position. J.D. Niederhofer at the plate. He sees the pitch on the outside for a ball. Pitcher's behind in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. There's another ball outside. That's going to get away from the catcher, and that's going to advance the runner to third, just 60 feet away. Correction, that is a walk. Also,
a walk. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
so he gets a walk, and then there's a steal to boot. Speaking of boots, Jason Turk came to visit us tonight. Jason's from Nocona, Texas. He's involved in the family of Fenolio Boots. Fenolio Boots is without a doubt the finest custom-made boot in the world. You can get online. How do you spell Fenolio there, Jason?
With an F.
With an F.
With an F. You're married to her. F-E-N. N-O-G-L-I-O. Fenolio. That's a beautiful name. And that is no joke.
Yeah.
That's the best quality, most beautiful custom-made boots in the country.
Yeah.
I think the president might have a pair, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He absolutely does. In fact, the president does have a pair. So
They got
get
Geppetto down
online,
the
take a
basement.
look at that. Get Kid Rock.
Look at that.
There's a steal from third.
That was Leighton.
Leighton comes in and steals on a ball getting thrown around.
Look at, oh, man. What's
Now
going
they
on?
throw to try to catch second in a steal. Overthrows second. Now
That
he
was,
comes to third, and now
we got the wrong guy because that's Jackson Hewitt out on third.
it's Jackson on third.
JD is at the plate right now, and
Okay.
so with the comedy of errors, we settled all down. Crazy.
11-3 now.
11-3.
They just get to throwing the ball around and it gets
Oh.
there. There's a hit. The
Oh.
runner's going to come in to score.
He's out.
That's going to be out,
But if
a
the run
sacrifice.
scores. Yeah, it
That's
was.
an RBI for J.D. Niederhofer. RBI for Niederhofer. As the run scores 12-3. Now the Marlins with 1 out. Yeah, Kid Rock
Okay.
has a pair.
Yeah, all right.
The Fenolio boots. There's a lot of well-known folks that have it, but
Nobody's on.
yeah, get online and look at those things. Man, they are incredible. I'm having a pair made for myself.
Oh. Funny name, Serious
Nocona,
Sandwich.
Texas. Yep.
Nocona.
Right next door to the Nocona glove company.
Oh,
Yep, Nocona gloves.
fine gloves.
Absolutely. Hi to Sterling Smith. Sterling's in the box.
Sterling
Trying
Sharp.
to see if he can hit on. 12-3.
Would like to send his
Favor.
man to prison.
Yes. 12-3 in favor of the Marlins. Bottom of the third.
I'm not sure what Sterling's waiting on, but this is,
He needs to be looking to swing.
yeah, that would be great. Oh. Oh, okay.
Struck him out. So
Well.
Sterling Smith strikes out.
Well, almost.
That puts 2 outs on us, Marlins. Bringing up Luke Morby. Luke,
Massive hit.
massive hit, man. He's had a couple of great hits.
That's right.
If Luke gets on,
Telling you.
then we'll be at the top of the lineup again for Harry Brumley.
Yeah. Love them hits at the bottom.
Hi, Presley.
Oh, way outside, gets away from the catcher. Nobody's on the bases, so
Nobody's
that doesn't
on.
advance anybody. It's no problem.
feel like Nico's getting a lot of practice in tonight. You gotta feel for the kid on the mound.
Yeah, he's
you know,
struggling, and that's tough.
he's getting the practice in.
There's a ball down the middle, but it's high. He's getting around on it, starting to figure it out. Sun set behind that canopy. It's out
Perfect.
of our eyes. There's a swing and a miss.
Oh man, I feel like Nico's
Morby.
benefiting at this point from all the pitches he's thrown. And this is I know this is going to sound like a weird segue. I hate to use this opportunity. This is a good opportunity to talk about DBAT because
Absolutely. And DBAT would be perfect for this young man.
I'm telling you,
They've got a stable full of good coaches to teach pitching out there.
Oh.
That's high and inside for ball number 4.
That's it.
Morby will take his base, and
It starts
Harry
the top of the
Brumley will
lineup.
come up in the top of the lineup.
But yeah, if your kid is any way, shape, or form interested in the slightest in baseball, you owe it to them to invest in that and let that grow.
First one to Brumley is high outside. Morby's on the run to second on that wild pitch. Yeah, they've got their coaches up there have played D1 ball. They've played major league. They've got a player that played with the trainer played with the Tigers system. They were in the Astros, one in the Astros system, one in the Brewers system. They're stacked at DBAT.
Also,
swing
look at
and a
that.
miss
Oh,
right up the
man.
middle by
Oh,
Brumley
right
out
up
to
the
center
gut.
field.
Right up the
Brumley's
gut.
got a single. Now he's stretching it to a double on a wild throw. Gets past second baseman and into the infield.
Just up the gut.
So that's a single and stretched to a double on an error. Morby's going to hold up on third. That puts runners on scoring position. That was a slap and a hard hit, about 6 to 10 inches above the ground, all the way into center field by Brumley.
Wow.
Number 2 in the box, Jesse Little Body Benegas. He steps in with a 2-out count.
DBAT's
See if he can
also
get a couple more runners in.
DBAT's also a big sponsor out
sponsor
here.
of us in this
Whether it's
telecast.
NBA, it does not matter. Little League, DBAT invested in these kids and their
They are.
the
Absolutely.
craft. Look at that.
Oh, man, there's a
right,
hit.
just drops right in. Did you get him?
There's a hit over to second base. Seconds up.
That
to
was it?
first,
Okay.
And I believe that was an out. All right. It couldn't tell. We didn't get good, clear signal there from the umps, but that was a good play from second base. Throwing Jesse out at first, stopping the bleeding. Not before 4 runs weren't put on the board by the Marlins. Were put on the board by the Marlins.
Yeah.
That is a 12-3 Marlins lead right now going into the bottom of the third. So the Rangers are going to live to play another inning regardless.
Sure enough.
See, he's going to come back out on the mound.
I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, like that. We'll probably see the chicken.
John's still on the mound.
Not certain. Looks like he's going to. So Williamson's going to take the mound again. He's had a rough night. People that have watched John play and know him, he is typically a 70 to 74% strike thrower to balls. It's very good. He's obviously struggling tonight. In full disclosure, he has been sick for the last couple of days. Yesterday, he spent most of the day throwing up. Went to the doctor today thinking it might be strep. Was not strep. He is not contagious for anything, other players. So we're not certain what it was, but he's stayed in today, and he's extremely weak. No excuses, but he has been sick. He actually got sick on Sunday in Houston. Threw up all day Sunday and yesterday. And then today he's just terribly weak. And but he wanted to take the mound. He's never missed the call to play. I've seen him play with 102 fever in the outfield before and infield. He's a tough little kid, and he doesn't want to let the team down. So that's no excuses, though. If you decide you're going to take the mound, you got to bring your game or don't get on the mound and risk it for your team.
Yeah.
Felt like he could do it, and so he's in there trying to get the squirrels out of his attic.
Sure enough.
John typically has about a 51 to 53 mile an hour fastball. I'm looking at it. I can tell you probably it's 47 right now, which is slow for him. His changeup, he does have a two-seamer fast, a four-seamer fast, and he has a changeup. That was it right there. And
let's put on another trivia for the
time
fans.
for another trivia. This is going to be caller number 3.
Oh,
This is Dinner for 4 to Cowboy Prime, one of the best, most high-end steakhouses in all of Midland, Texas.
Yep.
Caller number 3,
Twop.
Cowboy Prime, Dinner for 4. Somebody better get this $500 meal. Go ahead.
On September 30th, 2017, the Detroit Tigers player Andrew Romin accomplished what feat in baseball that only happened 4 times before him?
You got to read that one more time.
On September 30th, 2017, the Detroit Tigers player Andrew Romin accomplished that only happened 4 times in the history of baseball before him.
All right, caller number 3, 512-512.
5151.
There you go for Dinner for 4 to Cowboy Prime.
Un, deux, trois. That's 3. In
A
French.
swing and a hit.
Oh,
Back
and-
up to second. Second's up over to first to Meek for out number 1 of the inning.
Nice, good
Nice
infield
pitch.
play.
Nice hit.
Yeah.
Nice play by second baseman.
That's baseball. I love it.
Great job by Morby. Coming up to first, Blake Meek for the out. Coming up now for the Rangers.
Oh, subtly, Harry moved over into right into the gut.
This is Hayden up to bat for
Oh,
the
okay.
Rangers. Caden, maybe.
Hayden.
Caden, maybe. There's a swing and a hit.
Right
back to
back.
Morby again.
Oh.
Morby doesn't get it this time in time. I'm sorry, Jesse Venegas.
That's
is
the
it?
body.
I'm sorry, that's Jesse, the little body. So Jesse makes that first out, hit to him nicely over to first. On this one, it was a hotter hit ball. He kept it nicely in front of him, Dad.
Yeah.
Coach Venegas. I just couldn't get it over to first in time. Nicely done, though.
Wild.
There's a pitch
There
in the
goes the run,
dirt,
though.
and that's going to move the runner along to second.
Hayden's fast. This is that Nico kid who took a
Yes.
bomb. He bombed. us.
Nico can do
Oh,
it.
man, he can do it.
A swing and a miss. That evens the count 1-1.
Nice. This is that situational awareness. This kid's tall. He's got an extended reach, and he's
Yeah, he
hugging the
does.
plate. You
He
know, and you
does.
got to kind of go inside on him.
There's a swing and
Love.
a
And that's
foul
exactly what he
back
did.
back to the fence. Exactly what he did.
Yeah, and that's
Williamson
perfect.
threw that in on him.
Yeah.
He can move that ball around. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Nice. Nice K there by John.
2 outs.
Hopefully John's found his groove here.
I believe this is Harvey steps in for the Rangers. Swing and a hit.
no,
High
right.
fly ball.
Oh. Oh.
Under the ball.
Oh. Okay. Just yeah.
Should have got off the mound.
Yeah, it was right. He was walking onto the mound as the pitch was hitting his glove.
Score a run, I believe, right? Yeah, that
It
scored
scored
a
a
run.
run, all right.
Pitcher drops the ball.
Yeah.
Would have been out number 3. That'd have been it. That's in there for a strike.
Yeah, batter wasn't happy with that call either.
He's been calling them out there, though, all night. There's another nice pitch. There's his changeup.
Oh, get the. Oh. There was nobody covering third because he was third.
That was a hit to third Morby.
Yeah.
Morby gets up not in time over to first. Runners at the corners for the Rangers.
Rangers just staying alive here.
Jonah's up to bat, I think.
Right on
For
the
a
inside.
strike.
Right on the inside.
I'm not sure who's up here. But the lineup's changed on us there.
It really
White,
has.
maybe? Yeah, I think it's White that's up for the Rangers.
White. Oh. Oh.
You got to get down, son. Wild pitch scores a run.
Rangers not going anywhere anytime soon. 12-5.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. There's a foul tip back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man. 1 and 2 to Wyatt. Oh, look at that.
There's a
Oh.
hard hit out to right field.
Man.
Right field is fumbling up a little bit. He's holding
Oh,
it for
he's
some
holding
reason.
it. Yeah, it's a
And,
classic move.
And that lets a run score. Again, this hadn't been cleaned up
No.
from the last week or the week
No,
before.
can't hold
These
it.
outfielders are holding these balls out
Yeah.
there, I guess waiting on a miracle. I'm not sure.
Not sure what's going on with that, but Rangers doing their part.
Brody's up to bat.
They're getting hits. They're getting on base, scoring runs. That's doing what they're supposed to do. Got a lefty. Oh, there you go. Exactly like that. He's a little off the plate. He doesn't have quite the reach.
Foul
Inside,
tip.
watch out,
Pitcher's
everybody.
ahead in the count. On balls, 2 strikes.
One more, John. One more, babe.
Oh,
Foul tip at the plate.
no one was kind of on that one. Oh.
Struck him
Oh,
out.
man. He was way off the plate, too, and that's... That pop fly right back to there to the mound, that's,
Yeah, that's he usually doesn't miss those.
it's
He's
got to be
just,
situational awareness as well. You got to
does.
kind of try
It
your,
does.
you got to trust your infield.
You do. He shouldn't have missed that.
You know,
I mean,
when
that's
you're-
an easy play.
You're walking back and you're walking up.
Yeah.
I can see the problem that you're going to have there, but boy, that was a tough one.
it was.
That should have just cut it right there. They put another run on him.
Push off that back foot hard, buddy.
You got to give them credit though. That was
Yep.
a good inning to the
good
Rangers.
good inning.
They did what they were supposed to do.
Well, let's talk about that trivia. We
September
did not have a winner.
September 30th, 2017, Dodgers player Andrew Roman accomplished what feat that has only happened four times before him in the history of baseball?
What position did he play?
Maybe curling, maybe it's more like curling.
I'm not exactly sure what position he played.
I don't know the answer to that.
He played all 9 positions in the game.
Really? He
That
played
is true.
all 9
He
positions.
played all 9 positions. He was pitcher, catcher, center, left, right, third, second, first. He played all the positions. It has only happened 4 times prior to him. He's the 5th. It is the last time it's happened, too.
I wonder if they did that.
Intentionally,
Yeah,
they
just
had
to see
they
if
had
they
a
could.
losing season, and he had already by I think it was the 3rd inning. He had already played all the outfield, and he was on 3rd. And so they're just like, heck with it.
Huh.
Why not? He played all 9 positions in one game.
How about that? So, what
Crazy.
year was that?
2017.
In 17?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was honestly, it was a little more common in the war years, right? The 40s, right? For a player to,
Yeah.
be a utility player, and this is
Yeah.
how the utility player came about.
Yeah.
But before Andrew Roman, who's just really a kind of a no-name, right? It was
Yeah.
30 years before him that it happened, and then 40 years. It's a very uncommon feat
Yeah.
to happen, but it has happened 5 times in baseball that a player will play all 9 positions.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
You don't
All
think
right.
about it in terms of today's game.
No, you don't. No, you
it's,
really don't.
And we might see it out here. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a there's a possibility.
For sure.
Yeah, in Little League you might see it, but pretty fascinating.
Everybody that's listening to the game tonight, if you haven't already subscribed, we would appreciate you subscribing to the channel.
Oh,
that
yeah.
helps us out. Doesn't cost you anything.
Nope.
Nobody will bug you for anything. But we'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe.
Fine night for baseball. This is perfect. A little breezy.
Beautiful, beautiful breeze kind of set in a little bit. Coming up for the Marlins will be Blake Meek, John Williamson, Nolan Hardy, in that order. If we get by those 3 or into those 3, we'll have Leighton Milam, Jackson Maringer, J.D. Niederhofer, Sterling Smith, and Luke Morby. Blake Meek steps in. I don't think we had a pitcher's change. They're staying with him.
They're sticking with him. They don't have the bench.
Pitcher's outside past the catcher. There's a swing and a miss. It's actually tipped. It's a good cut.
Yeah.
So that's 1-1. He doesn't want to throw one where Blake can hit it because he'll put it where you don't want him to put it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Ball's up. Good eye, Blake Meek.
that was a good eye.
2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. 12-6, Marlins. That was outside.
3-1 to Blake. Oh,
yeah.
Holy moly.
There's a hit.
Oh.
Just like I said,
Oh.
at the
Oh.
fence under the Endeca Crude Express
Look at
sign,
that.
Blake Meek hits a fire slamma-jamma right there. That's a double
Oh, man.
by Blake Meek. I told you.
Right
if
at
he threw it,
Endeca, too.
I'm right at Endeca. That sign out there is
Saved him.
Endeca Crude Express, and he got right into that Endeca sign.
That's right.
And this is an Endeca broadcast. What a way to compliment Endeca.
Thanks. Thanks, Blake.
Blake, good job. We'll have you sign that, autograph that sign.
Yeah, that's right.
Blake's on the run to third now
Yeah,
on
he
that
is.
wild pitch.
Standing up.
Standing up. Man, that was a powerful hit.
Oh, I
think he's got some
over.
kinfolks in tonight watching the game that generally listens to us on air.
Yeah.
So they're here live tonight, and they got to see one of the best hits of the year for him.
Oh, it was amazing. Oh, man.
Ball's in there high.
Ball 1 to John.
Williamson up to deck. In the box with Hardy on deck.
Oh.
Ball's inside.
There it
Meek's coming
goes.
home
And-
on that pitch that gets past the catcher. And Meek scores the 13th run for the Marlins. Just a good series for Blake Meek.
That
Nice
was-
deep ball,
Oh,
dead
that's crazy.
center. Gets him a double. He steals third and steals home on a wild pitch. Williamson steps back in for 3 balls, no strike count, no outs. That's way outside. That'll walk Williamson. That's going to bring up Nolan Hardy,
Comes up Nolan.
the catcher of record today.
Yeah. See if Nolan can get one of them hits where he's been putting it.
That was a nice pitch. Williamson on the move.
Yeah.
Williamson still second, standing up. So he's in scoring position. Hardy steps back in. There's time called by the coach. The reason for the time is they're going to switch pitchers. Nico is going to head back to the shortstop position, and they're going to bring in a young man that I don't know his name yet to pitch, but it is going to be a new pitcher. So there's going to be some warm-up period here. Let's do one more trivia if you've got it.
Long night for Nico. In 1977, during Game 6 of the World Series, Reggie Jackson famously did what?
Again, one more time.
In 1977, during Game 6 of the World Series, Reggie Jackson famously did what?
Caller number 2 at 512-512.
5151.
For a dinner for 4 at Blue Sky.
Oh.
4 combo meals.
Delicious.
Not sure the answer to that one.
Blue Sky. That's a
pretty expensive meal.
Get more, man.
They're pricey,
Yeah.
brother.
That's right. You could eat for 1.5 over a Cowboy.
I'm going to tell you what. Speaking of hamburgers, y'all are not going to believe this out there. But one of the better hamburgers in town is Dos Compadres, either in Odessa or Midland. I'm not kidding you.
Delicious.
Brian, you go with me. Dave
I love
Adams works with us. He's at the other end down here.
Good.
Dos Compadres has a killer hamburger. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding you. And you can get a hamburger and fries for about $11, and it's a big hamburger. And it's a good hamburger. And then you get free chips and hot sauce.
Oh, man.
It's the best deal in town.
It really is.
But it is a great hamburger.
Yeah.
It's just a good old-fashioned, flat-grilled, greasy,
Yeah.
old-school hamburger with fries.
That's right.
Man, I think I'll go there after we play tonight. That might be a good place just to go.
That sounds delicious.
Do you want to go eat a burger at Dos Compadres?
I
when
would
we're
eat a
done?
burger.
Would you do that?
I would do that. Yeah, for sure.
Dave,
I
are
would.
you married this week or not? Well, you can go with us too. You know, you don't straighten up,
man.
you'll be permanently
Holy cow.
bachelor.
We got the three amigos going. This
All right, so that's it. It's Dos Compadres tonight. That's what it is after this game over on Dos Compadres in Midland, over on Garfield. That's where we're going. For those that can join us, you never know. I might buy your dinner.
Everybody.
I might, not everybody, but I might buy the first 4 dinners, hamburgers. The first 4 that come up to me, recognize me, and say they heard this on this telecast.
Ooh.
I'll buy the first 4 that come up to me dinner, which consists of hamburgers, fries, and a drink.
That's right.
Dos Compadres over on Garfield.
That's right.
By the way,
start your engines.
Start your engines. The 2 best Dr. Peppers, and I'm a Dr. Pepper aficionado.
Oh.
In Midland, Texas, the syrup is just right to carbonation. Luigi's, Dos Compadres. Luigi's, Dos Compadres, Midland. 2 best Dr. Peppers.
I'll have to take your word for that.
It is so true.
Okay.
So true. Who's pitching? So number 7, Brody for the Rangers, steps up on the hump to pitch. He's going to inherit a batter that's got no balls and 1 strike. There are no outs, and he's going to inherit a runner, Williamson, on second in scoring position. So his first pitch is on the way, and it's in there and called a ball, and it was outside to
That's Nolan.
Nolan Hardy.
Yeah.
That one is outside as well. Williamson is out of the way a little bit too far from the bag.
Yeah.
Trying to get him to throw
Yeah.
so they can start that carousel of throwing.
Yeah, that's right.
2 balls, 1 strike. That'll be the 3rd ball. He's throwing it in the same spot each
He
time
is.
on the
He's
outside,
he's
which
consistent.
Williamson had that same issue on the other side.
Yeah,
He was
that's right.
throwing that outside ball. 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on second for the Marlins. Hardy in.
Oh.
Hardy gets hit right on the number 2 rib. The number 2 rib left side.
Got it.
The Lord did not take that rib.
No,
And so, therefore, he got hit in it.
He did, yeah. Yeah.
So now you've got a hit player, Hardy on first, you got Williamson on second, and you got Leighton Milam in with no outs. That ball's outside again.
Yep, same
Brody,
pitch.
bless his heart, struggling a little bit here.
Yeah. John's just over there playing.
Yeah, he wants to run on him. There is a
Wild, and there goes
wild
John.
ball.
And
John's on the run. And Hardy's on the run. So they both steal a base, puts them in run scoring position, second and third. Nobody out. Ball's in there high for ball 3, no strikes.
at all yet. I mean, not even
Yeah.
not even on the last batter. No, not yet. It's just
That hits the batter, and Williamson goes ahead and steals
Scores.
home while the ball gets away from the catcher and is messing around. The ball's messing around back here at the gate.
boy, it's a long night for the Rangers
It is.
at the pitching at the mound.
Hardy was in second. He advanced to third. He also took an opportunity to steal.
Yeah.
But that batter was walked to first. So it was a walk to first, a steal from second to third, and a steal from third to home for a run.
Yeah.
14-6 now for the Marlins. Runner on first is on the move, and Morby is on the move coming home on a wild pitch again that gets past the catcher. Nolan Hardy
15-6.
scores. The runner advances to second for the Marlins. That brings us to 15-6 in
this-
favor of the Marlins.
Jackson Hewitt. I think this is Jackson Hewitt.
Jackson Hewitt,
I think so.
it's your tax time. You
It
need
is
to get
tax
your
time.
taxes done. If you owe the government, please just pay them in fish.
You can, yeah. You read the book of Matthew. Jesus paid in fish.
Paid in fish. So our tax advice to you on payment only,
You know, if you don't have the money,
pay in fish. Catfish, crappie,
It works.
bass, just any kind of fish.
it works.
Pay in fish.
That's right.
The IRS will appreciate it. Yeah, give it a try. Tell us how that works out for you.
I'm not sure Caesar was happy about it, but you know,
Caesar
I mean,
wasn't happy.
No,
And you know,
but you have to render to Caesar.
you have
what's
to render
Caesar.
what's Caesar's.
That's right.
And IRS has a sense of humor, Brian. They'd
Yeah.
love to get a case of stinky fish
That's right.
in Austin.
Oh.
There's a swing and a miss,
Oh.
striking out J.D. Vance for the first out of the season. I mean, inning.
Of the inning, yeah.
Seems like a season.
Yeah, it is.
That's going to bring up J.D. Niederhofer.
Oh, VP.
Should the IRS, there's a wild pitch that's going to advance the runner to third.
That's right.
Should the IRS frown on the fish and put you in a room that they
Oh.
provide you 3 meals a day,
Oh,
um,
you know.
we'll wait on you to return to society, and we'll buy
Right.
you a dinner,
We
a
will.
hamburger, and
That's right.
fries at Dos Compadres, just because we appreciate you giving it a
We
shot
sure
to
do.
see if
Yeah.
that work.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
That is an inside pitch, and the runner's coming home on the pitch. There was a play at the plate, but it gets over the pitcher's head, and
that empties the bases. And,
Leighton Milam scores on a stolen base, throw over the catcher, bringing the score to 16-6. Marlins with
It's
one
at,
out.
Oh, yeah.
That's 10 runs there above, but they'll have to get to finish their
But they get to
inning out.
finish. Okay,
They
yeah.
do. So 2 balls, no strikes.
Look at
There's a
that.
swing and a hit to Tapper
Oh.
back to the pitcher. The pitcher's up with it over to first, but not in
Safe.
time.
Okay.
As J.D. Niederhofer, nice single to first. He goes back to the pitcher, Brian.
Oh.
The pitcher does a good job coming off the mound, snagging the ball.
He threw a strike,
Coming
too.
up, threw it. He threw another strike
That's
back to
good.
first to try to get the out, but just not in time.
Just not in time.
But that's all right. It was a good play. This is low and inside the dirt. This has J.D. moving on to second while Sterling Smith is in to see if he can get him a hit.
Come on, Sterling. I mean, he's got a statue-like stance.
He does.
Uh,
And there's a swing and a
oh,
miss.
he went for it. I like seeing
That'll
that.
even the count 1-1. So the Marlins, they scored 5 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third, and so far
Put 4 up.
put 4 up in the fourth. Rangers 3 in the first and 3 in the third for 6 total runs. It's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Steve and I are trapped in the longest yard.
Yes, we are. But usually that's on the other foot.
Usually it is. Yeah, I know.
There's
Look
a
at
swing and a
that.
miss.
Holy
by
moly.
Sterling
Wow.
Smith. Oh, my.
Look at that. We got.
He's out.
Oh. What a crazy.
So
series
Sterling
of events.
Smith hits a very nice hit
Wow.
back over to second baseman. The Rangers second baseman come up with it. I don't know how because he
That's-
smoked that
That's
ball.
a run rule, and you
and
can
he
just
got
go.
it to
Yeah.
first and for the out. But wow, Sterling had an RBI, and that brings the score now to 17-6 in favor of the Marlins.
Wow. What a crazy series of
It
events.
is a crazy
I
series.
mean,
I believe the Rangers get another go at it here. If the Marlins can keep this score at +10 over Rangers, then that will be it.
They will call
after
it.
this inning. It'll be called. It also could be called on time. We're getting pretty close.
Oh wow, at
It's an
7:35.
hour and a half. It's 7:35. I don't know what time we started,
Oh
but
wow.
we're probably almost into the time slot also.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
So that's going to be it for Williamson, I believe, on the mound.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Oh, maybe they're going to let him finish out the game.
They're going to let him finish. Huh? It's all right. He got to clear some stuff out.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it is he's doing. So Williamson, they're going to try to throw him the distance here.
They're gonna give him a W.
He's under the pitch count. Let the coaches know. Let Brumman know that 75 is the most that he can throw.
Although their pitcher did 95.
Wait. What? He's doing good-ish.
All right.
The ball hit. So Reed was right there, hit over there, the pitcher ran over there, so I got it, ran all the way back. He is the slowest pitcher I've ever seen. parents who love like run, run, run.
Russell goes,
Hurt player?
We do have a player down out in center field.
I think
it looks like it's number 9.
I think that's Jackson Hewitt.
Jackson Hewitt. I think he just realized he didn't pay his taxes, and he hadn't filed for an extension, and he
Oh.
had a little bit lightheadedness there, and
Okay.
thinking that he
yeah.
hadn't filed his extension.
With the solidarity there with the players.
Yeah. Actually, I
Everybody's
don't know
on
what
it.
it is, but he's getting up as if he's fine.
All the players take a knee.
Yeah, take a knee because of that.
Yeah.
But he seems like he's all right. The coach has checked on him. I really don't know what happened there.
Oh, okay.
It looked like he might have had something in his eye, like a piece of grass. Maybe.
Oh,
He's
that's-
looking at he's kind of picking at his eyes. So,
Okay.
we're going to get under play here, let Williamson see what he can do on the mound.
War as hell.
All right. We're about to resume play.
Oh, here we go.
17-6, Marlins on all over the Rangers. Going into the bottom of the 5th.
See if the Marlins can tighten up this last inning.
I think this is Austin, and Austin sees the first pitch, a strike by Williamson.
Got him on the inside.
One ball, one strike. Oh. 2 balls and a strike. There it is.
Oh.
No, 3 balls and a strike.
We're making a change.
So there's a change. The reason why, good job by Williamson. That's a nice outing for Williamson. He goes, I think 4 1/3. The reason they are changing him out, by the way, there's a pitch count rule in Little League of 75. I believe he was at 73. So the coaches were wanting to make sure that they abide by the rules and pull him before he gets over. He could have thrown, you can exceed 75 if you hadn't started with 75 or more on the batter. So he could have gone to 90 theoretically if it was that same batter. But
Okay.
you don't want to do that. Coaches did a good job at they're thinking about that arm. John does have to pitch this weekend in a national tournament in Dallas. Hopefully he gets the bugs worked out. He's a little rusty tonight. Very, very unlike him. He didn't have the outing that he normally has. I can talk trash about him. He's my kid in all full disclosure. But he certainly wasn't who he was. That pop-up that he missed is not John-like. So he's got some – we'll get him back over at DBAT and see tomorrow, Friday, if we can figure out what snag he's hit. It may just be fatigue from the sickness, but we'll just have to see. But he finishes the night with 73 pitches. I don't know how many of the 6 are runs and how many are errors. I feel like there's 2 runs of that 6 that might be his. I'm not certain, but we'll see afterwards. We'll give a rundown on it. Could be more. So it's a good outing for Williamson. Not his best by any means, but it was he did the job that he needed to do to get through the night. And so now we're going to see his relief come in, a closer, and that closer is going to be Jesse, the little body Venegas.
Yeah.
Jesse's a good pitcher. He's head coach Jesse Venegas' son. So he's going to come in and see if he can shut this business down
Well, I hope so.
and get out of here with a victory.
Yeah.
Williamson is going to move to second base. Brumley will be at shortstop. Meek will be over at first base.
That's Leighton at third.
Leighton Milam will be at third. Catcher will still be Nolan Hardy.
Yeah.
First pitch is outside, and that is a walk.
Okay.
Unless they can get Cooper flag, and then
There's a nice pitch. Gets the hitter swinging, bringing the count to 1-1.
Like they were like, Lindy's out, and they're like, okay, Aaron Fox, your finger's hurt. You're having surgery. They kept winning without those guys. Yeah. Remember, I was like, hey, it was actually Lindy.
Oh.
Aaron Fox was
Swing and a miss. Strike number 2.
Strike
They
2.
started winning when they lost those two guys.
Ball might have hit the young man on the hand as he was swinging.
As he was
Wasn't-
swinging.
Yeah, it wasn't a hit by
Yeah,
pitch.
no.
Now they only have a 3% chance now, right?
I believe there's a ball on this. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, and struck him out.
Nice.
Runner is on the go
Runner
in
went.
second because the ball gets
You got to
past
throw
the
it. Throw
catcher.
it to the. Yeah.
That advances the runner on a steal, puts him in scoring position. Brumley was ready at second to receive a throw by the catcher had he wanted to attempt to throw him out. Venegas wind up and in for a strike. Venegas
Wild.
throwing good here early on. Jesse Venegas Sr., I think, is watching. Not sure. Son's doing good on the mound. He's the closer tonight.
1 out. 2 outs
One
away.
out. Yep, 2 outs away. That's going to be on the helmet. He hits the batter in
Yeah, he
the
does.
left ear hole.
He does. Not funny. He did, though.
So that's going to put the batter on first on a hit by pitch with a runner on second.
Man,
Runners on first and second.
Marlins need to tighten up here.
Pitch,
Oh.
there's a hit to center field. Center field watches it bounce in front of him, but gets it. Tries to throw it to shortstop, but throws a wild pitch where shortstop couldn't get to it. That will score the runner from second on in. So that's going to be a hit,
Yep.
an error by center
Yep.
on that run. So that run's going to be on error.
17-7.
Got a runner on first and
Oh.
second. That pitch gets away from the catcher. It's a wild pitch. That'll advance runners to second and third. 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes. 17-7 Marlins. Rangers making some noise here in the bottom of the 4th. It's a good pitch for a strike. Swing and strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One way or the other, unless Rangers get out in front of Marlins,
I'm telling
even
you.
if they do, this is going to be over with. The
Yeah.
time rule runs.
The time, yeah.
That one's low and in the dirt. For ball number 2, 2 balls, 1 strike,
2 and
1
1.
out, 17-7 Marlins. Bottom of the 4th, out of time. This is it. There's a swing, a dribbler down the third base side, goes just foul, about 10 foot in front of third base in front of the runner that's on third.
Yeah.
Count evens at 2-2.
Oh,
That is behind the batter. The runner, oddly enough, decides to stay put at third. I think he could have stole home very easily.
the guy at second was halfway.
So opportunity missed, I think, there.
I think so.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second and third. Pitch is in, and a swing and a miss.
Got
for
him.
Strike
Got
number
him.
3, and Venegas strikes him out.
1 away.
They're down to 1.
1 away.
They're down to 1 out.
Now, keep in mind, the Rangers are threatening here.
They are threatening at second and third.
They are.
10-run advantage Marlins. The first one is a nice pitch by Venegas. Gets the hitter swinging.
He was going for power on that one.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch.
Yeah, it was. He was going to try to knock the cover off of it.
That one's outside and low. Evens the count 1-1. 2 strikes away for shutting this one down. Venegas is for the Marlins to hand them closeout victory. That was inside high. Almost gets away from the catcher Hardy, but Hardy wrangles that on in. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. It's in the dirt. Catcher does a good job stopping that ball.
3-1.
But the count is 3-1, and this could load the bases
good.
for the Rangers. If he throws another ball here. That's a strike.
Got him.
Here we go. Here it is, guys and gals. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 17-7. Marlins on top of the Rangers. Could be the payoff pitch. And it's high. Venegas loses him.
All
And
that.
now we've got the bases loaded for the Rangers with 2 outs. We
This
got
is
a tall young man up
this is
here,
a
and he can
Nico.
hit the ball.
He's a
Nico can
yeah,
hit it.
He can do it.
Nico's going to try to make some noise here. There's the pitch. It's inside. Everybody stays on the bases. They're not willing to run these runners into an out, so
No.
they're letting them
Yeah.
stay on base. And typically you'd be running right here, but it's just too valuable of a position to be in. Give this boy an opportunity to hit a ball and get more than one run in. That is a nice hit, and it is smoked to outfield. Outfield brings it into second. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. And that's a nice hit by Nico. Nico gets on base.
Heck of a hit. I mean,
Yeah, that was nice.
you knew he was going to do it. He can do it.
Runner on first and second for the Rangers, 17-9.
Slide sandals. Slide sandals on the street. Blazing
Pitch
fast,
in.
all the way to church.
There for a strike. 2 outs, 1 strike, no balls. 17-9. Marlins in the lead. This is it. Time is run. It's expired.
Oh, man.
So it's all on Venegas to get out of this game. That's a foul ball.
He's 1 strike
Venegas
away.
is ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
And again, here we are at the possibly what could be the last pitch of
One
the
pitch.
of the
You're
inning
1 pitch away.
and of the game. If he can get it across, it's looking good. And that's a
He
swing
got it. No, he had to throw it.
and a hit to third, and third
He did.
comes up, goes to first
Oh,
for the final out of the game.
70.
Wow, that was a good play by third baseman
Yeah.
over to first baseman Meek for the final out of the game. And with that, the game is over.
17-9. Marlins beat the Rangers, who were at home for this game.
That is 2 straight games, 2 straight wins for the Marlins. They are now 2-4. They're 2 wins and 4 losses for season. Lost their first 4 and come back to win their last 2.
Nice.
Good job by the Marlins.
Yeah.
Great effort by the entire team.
Oh, man.
Man, you've got an answer on that trivia.
I do.
Give me that answer.
1977 Game 6, the World Series, Reggie Jackson famously did what? Steve, do you have a guess?
Passed out?
He hit 3 consecutive home runs off 3 different pitchers, naming him Mr. October.
That's why he was named Mr. October.
That's right.
So I
Three-
didn't know that.
He went yard 3 consecutive at-bats against 3 different pitchers. Crazy.
Wow. Well, now if y'all didn't win anything, again, the first 4 people that come to Dos Compadres over on Garfield in Midland
That's right.
that mention this, I'll buy their hamburger combo.
Start your engines.
Yep, start your engine to get going. What a game. A nice game. Williamson does good on the mound. Not great. He does good on the mound. Venegas comes in a great closing role and closes this thing out. Really 2 in a row for the Marlins this week. That gives them a bump,
Does.
So, wow.
Bump in confidence, definitely. I mean, they played. They were an evenly matched team tonight, so that was good.
Yeah, the Marlins, they win big over the Rangers 17-9 on this Wednesday night at Field 4, Butler Park. The Marlins, they jumped out to the lead in the top of the first inning after Blake Meek drew a walk, scoring 1 run. And then Nolan Hardy, he singled, scoring in a run. And then Leighton Milam was struck by a pitch. Then driving in a run, was John Niederhofer, and John laid down a sacrifice bunt to score a run. The Marlins scored 5 runs on 3 hits in the top of the second inning. Meek drew a walk, scoring 1 run. Williamson drew a walk, scoring 1 run. And Hardy hit a single out to right field, scoring a run. And there was a steal at home for a scored run. The Marlins added 2 more runs in the third after Williamson grounded out. The Marlins scored 5 runs on 2 hits in the top of the fourth. Williamson drew a walk, scoring another run. A wild pitch in that inning scored 2 more runs. Williamson singled, scoring a run. And Sterling Smith grounded out, but he had an RBI there, Brian.
Yeah, he did.
Which is really nice,
Yeah, he did.
RBI.
Yeah.
John Williamson opened the game for the Marlins as their starting pitcher. The righty surrendered only 3 hits. There was 7 runs, but only one of those was earned. So did a good job at that over 3 innings. Only 1 earned run. Striking out 7 and walking only 3. Nico, he stepped on the bump for the Rangers. That right-handed pitcher gave up 8 hits and 14 runs. 13 are earned over 2 innings. He struck out 3 and he walked 8. Jesse Venegas appeared in relief for the Marlins and shut this game down. Harry Brumley, he led the Marlins with 3 hits, no surprise.
No surprise.
In 3 at-bats.
Yeah.
From the leadoff position.
Yeah. He was a stud tonight.
Nolan and John each drove in 2 runs for the Marlins. John led the Marlins. John led the Marlins with 3 walks. Overall, the team, they had a strong eye at the plate tonight, Brian. They accumulated, get this, 9 walks for the night. That was awesome. Both Leighton and John stole multiple bases for for Marlins, and the Marlins stole a total of 9 bases again in the game.
Yeah.
Jonah for the Rangers went 3 for 3 at the plate. Good job there, Jonah, and led the team with 2 runs batted in. Harvey, Caden, and Jonah each stole multiple bases for the Rangers. And then the Rangers, they ran wild on the bases too. They amassed 11 stolen bases for the game. That goes back to talking about running bases, about errors.
Yeah.
And Marlins, again, need to continue to work on getting that under control, but they're getting better by the game. The Marlins, they're going to come back in here, Brian, next Monday night at 6 o'clock, and they're going to play the White Sox in their next game on Monday at 6 o'clock. We hope everybody will join us. We'll be on the telecast, God willing, and y'all can watch another great game that will be between the Marlins and the White Sox next Monday night, and they'll play them again next Wednesday night. Again, Midland Baseball Academy will be over in the Metroplex with 199 other teams this weekend playing for a tournament. We wish the Marlins all the best. Williamson will be on the bump for a couple of those days. Brumley will be playing with them also, and that boy can play any position. So you might see him at short, you might see him at second, first, catching. There's no telling because Brumley's just that talented. So he's going to go show his skill set off over in the Metroplex this weekend. If you're over there, they're actually going to be they're playing in like 5 different venues. And Midland Baseball Academy will be playing in Gunter, Texas, just north of Prosper on the fields up there for Saturday. And then Sunday, depending on who's in the playoff, that might change some. I don't know. So another great night for baseball. Williamson, for the pitcher for the Marlins, is up here. John, not the best outing we've ever seen.
Had an
error. Had an error there. Kind of what was the main issue tonight? Was it that you just weren't feeling well, or what do you think? Why do you think you struggled tonight as opposed to other nights?
Feel like I haven't pitched in a while and my arm was out of whack.
Yeah, and in fact, you're right. You hadn't pitched in about a week, so I'll have to agree with that. And but those games happen.
Yeah.
That happens to the best. That happens to your favorite Jason Verlander. You know, so what you do is you go back into DBAT, you go back into Coach Barry Kiefer, who is your mentor and coach for over the last several years, and he'll go in and dial you in just a little bit, maybe as early as tomorrow. We'll see. Get you ready for the weekend. Again, out of all the performances we've seen last couple of years, that's not indicative of a normal game for you, and I know that, and you know that, and you know you're the kind of young man that makes those corrections and won't let that keep you down. So how about going to Dos Compadres with me for a hamburger and fries? That make you feel better?
Yeah,
All right.
that made me feel better.
All right. Thanks for joining us up on the telecast and letting us interview you. And Brian, we're at the end of our telecast. We appreciate everybody joining us.
Yeah.
Nice night here. Again, the first 4 to come to Dos Compadres over on Garfield. Tell me they heard this. I'm going to buy their hamburger combo. Brian, we'll see you next Monday night.
Yeah.
When we play the Chicago White Sox. And until then, we wish everybody a safe trip home that's leaving from the ballpark and bid y'all a fond farewell.